You got to stay away from low scale customers. Let me explain something to you. Their position in life pretty much dictates to where they're at in their life and how they think. This morning I had a call from a customer whatsoever. She's inquiring my service and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And, just examining the situation, I had to tell her I couldn't help her. She told me that she's living in a hotel. She want to do something for a love situation for a boyfriend. You're living in a hotel. Where's your place? And then you tell me your boyfriend's in an escort service whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? He's driving, escort girls around. I don't judge the situation, but there's no stability there. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you got your own place and things like that. You're doing your job, whatever field you're in. I don't judge what you do, but your situation or your position in life allows me to judge, okay, I'm putting the pieces together, you're living in a hotel, and not only that, your thoughts are racing, your thoughts are not stable. So now, if I go do work for you, I'm going to have to deal with your instability. Your instability shows me a lack of self-control and discipline. Now, when you start trying to look for results, or, you're doing work, I know that you don't have the discipline to endure time. I know that probably after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you're going to start complaining. Even though I told you, or I tell a client like that, before they even do anything, that this thing can take a couple of weeks. It could even take a couple of months to manifest for you to start seeing things. I know within 2 to 3 weeks, I'd say probably 3 to 4 weeks, I'm probably going to hear something from that client complaining. So you know what to do in a situation like that? You don't deal with customers like that, because you can get the signs before you even do anything for them. Now if a person comes to me and tells me that they work at a bank and things of that nature, they want to do something to increase their wealth, open up their doors for greater opportunities and stuff like that. Those are people that I like to work with because they already have stability. They know how things work. They are long-term these people have long-term goals. They have objectives in their lives. These low budget, low scale people, they don't have nothing because they think so small. These people, they want things now. And one thing I realized on a business level, even for myself, is that the now is not always good. And I had to learn that. I had to learn some discipline and self-control. I had to learn patience. And this is a thing that I had to learn myself, and I know that a lot of people haven't learned themselves. Listen, this month I refunded one client $1,800. Then I have another one I refunded $1,600. This was dating back from, let's just say, about this new client. It was like the one I gave $1,800. She was on my channel. It wasn't even a month. She didn't even let the work sit for a month, and she came back and said, she wanted a full refund whatsoever, and whatever, even though I told her that this thing would take months whatsoever to manifest. After a month, see, this is what I'm saying. Take that as an example. This other client here, I basically refunded her $16. Now, this is my thing. With that client there, everything she did sabotaged what she was doing. Basically child and protective services. Okay, well, your child was taken away from you, trying to work things out so you can have your child back whatsoever, and things of that nature. But now you find her, she doesn't show up to her meetings with her caseworker. Then she got into an event recently where basically her child, I guess, was disrespectful, and she basically, touched the child in an aggressive manner that got in trouble with child protective services. Now, my thing is this. Now, I put my time in to help you to clean things up. Now, my thing is, okay, for you as a spiritual worker, what would you think about that situation? You're helping the person out, and now she basically pushes the situation back by basically hitting her child in a manner that wasn't pleasing to child protective services. So running into complications like that, if you have a brain, you have self-control, you would know that this would basically put you in more of a situation with child protective services. DIFUS. So this wasn't a job that I personally selected. It came from a friend, And I took on a job I really didn't want to take on a job, but because it came from a friend, I was like, you know what? I take the job, and it was nothing but stress for me. So I'm letting you guys know from the door. Listen, you gotta use discretion. So right now, where I'm at today, I don't tolerate low scale customers. If you're into that low budget way of living, what I'm saying, you're not a hard worker, you're not a determined person. Listen, don't message me. I don't want nothing to do with you. And even if I do talk with you and I hear signs and hints, I'm just going to be like, either I'm going to tell you I can't help you, or I'm just going to say call me back, or I'll call you back. Rather say I'll call you back and I just won't call you back. Listen, guys, you got to stay away from these low budget customers. These low scale customers, they're going to put you in more drama than you need to be in. You're already helping them with drama, but now they're putting you in more of a crazy situation. Because now, let's just say you're doing a YouTube thing like me. You got rivals. So now they go to another rival of yours, and now they start spitting junk about you because of their lack of discipline. Now your rival uses that against you. So again, this industry is very competitive, and it can be a very wicked industry. So what I'm telling you guys out there, stay away from those low scale customers. You're going to have nothing but headaches. If that means you got to attract a new type of people, then make yourself presentable in your videos and carry yourself in a manner that you will attract that like nature. I don't want the client that's looking for short-term goals, that's looking for short-term fixes. I want the client that wants long-term goals. I want the client with stability. I want the doctor. I want the lawyer. I want the intern. I want I want the intellectual. I want the teacher. I want the people that's focused, that have goals and objectives. That's the people that you want to do work for. You don't want the person that's, just here and there flying by and stuff like that. They don't have no direction in their lives. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.